Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Dreams of Infinity. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and magic keeper, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Ashleyien, Hana, John, Kira, and Los. Say hi, everyone.
Everyone,
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Good job. So proud of you. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tool lets you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D in-depth character creator right in your web browser, which is where we build the tokens for this game. You can build yours today at heroforge.com. Our second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or putting your favorite pictures in the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chat and show description. Next in our schedule roster, we are back with another episode of Tyranny of Dragons. That's going to be tomorrow, which is Thursday, February the 20th, at 7 p.m. Central Time. The team just defeated a half-dragon, and our army is fleeing the city. So what's a group of mercenaries gonna do? Find out tomorrow. Come hang out with us at 7 p.m. Central Time right here on twitch.tv/Random Rhapsody. After that, on Monday, we're back with another episode of Aether Shanties, our Sagas campaign. And our heroes have just arrived back at the Rock of Raw. So much to do. And apparently 2 of them are being hunted and have a bounty out on them. What could go wrong in space? Anyway, that is also at 7 p.m. Central this Monday. Other than that, you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky is Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok is Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's it. I'm done with the announcements. So join us.
You missed one.
I missed one?
It's my birthday tomorrow. And I'm so extra that I want you to celebrate it a little bit, and I want you to announce it.
Well, why not? Happy birthday, Los.
Oh, thanks. You remembered.
Ah!
Get out of here.
Okay. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Well, join us as we return to Laropa City and continue on with the Dream Seekers as they investigate the dreams of infinity. Happy birthday, buddy. And we're back. So if you've been watching our show a while, you should know how we do the recaps. I offer up the random Rhapsody coin to whoever does the recap. Whoever gets that coin gets a free reroll during the session. And if I do the recap, I get that coin too. I don't just, roll. I get to do all sorts of crazy stuff with that coin. You don't want to tempt me with that power. I have way too much power as it is. But if y'all cool, I'm always happy to take more.
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
Not today. Not today.
No. Okay.
I'm going to do it today.
Well then, Damian, you currently have 3 cracks on your soul crystal. So tell us what happened last time on Dreams of Infinity.
Just want to say, worth it. All right, worth it. We began last session at Indolence Games. Melody and Kat had stolen the keys from Tracy, the receptionist, and were able to sneak out with the assistance of Mai and Salem's distraction. After Salem made his way back into the building, one of the managers of Indolence Games came down to discuss sponsoring the school festival. Salem noticed her jewelry, including a thumb ring. I wonder if it has a symbol like the other rings we've been finding. Aisha used her sweet-talking abilities to convince the manager to strongly consider sponsoring the festival. We killed time between the investigation and patrol phase, during which Salem played a goth and got shouted at by one of the employees at Indolence Games. Melody did some cool tricks and got away without issue. I think Kat was reading the whole time. Aisha and I were spotted in the parking garage, at which point Aisha threw herself at me and kissed me through her thumbs. It was so weird. I tried telling her I didn't have feelings for her, but she just laughed at my lack of awareness of the situation, I guess. I don't know whether I'm humiliated, insulted, or both. During the patrol phase, we decided to infiltrate Indolence Games and made our way into the server room after stopping to raid some sweet, sweet merch. I was able to gain access to the list of beta testers and started furiously copying down the names on the list, while Melody added mine and Salem's names to the file. Oh yeah, we in the beta now, baby. While we were discussing what to do if we were to get caught, we got caught. The security guard grabbed...
Were you waiting for that?
I swear to God, Matt. God.
I was waiting for that.
The security guard grabbed me by the collar of my shirt after I tried and failed to reboot the system. Melody was quick enough to close the file I was copying and bolted for the door as Salem came to my rescue, kicking the security guard's legs out from under him, giving me a chance to escape. As we were chased out of the building, Salem slammed into a man entering through our exit, causing him to get captured while the rest of us made it to my car. Bruised and battered, he held his head high in defiance of the security guards, baiting them to take a couple swings on him. The rest of us drove out of the parking garage and made it to the street before we realized we'd left Salem behind. I told Melody to drive everyone else home. I told her, while I jumped out to get Salem back. After a brief exchange with the Wanderer where I pleaded with him to trust me, he agreed to let me transform and helped me make it back inside the building. I tore off after the security guards and Salem and found them, joined by a second guard on the other side of a hallway door. Quickly closing in on them, I used an ability to blind them and managed to pick Salem up before sprinting out of there, dodging a flashlight thrown at my head. Got bad aim. We made it into the car as Melody peeled out and drove us down the road and into the night. Whew, I'm glad she didn't listen to me. Can't believe that worked.
I can't either. But hey, you did it. And there you go. There's the random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only going to last this session. Okay. Magi-Knights. Let's get some music going on here, shall we? Actually, I don't like that one. Here we go. Here we go. That's a bit more fitting. Anyway. You are currently speeding away from Indolence Games after your daring break-in / rescue this evening. Melody is in the driver's seat of Damian's car, with Katrina riding shotgun, while Damian and Aisha are in the back seat, with Salem sprawled out across the pair. Salem is currently unconscious after his ordeal at the hands of the security guards, and I believe Aisha said she was bandaging his head up with strips from Damian's shirt?
Yes.
Why not?
100%.
Yeah. So Salem's going to be waking up to some washboard abs here in a few minutes. Oh, by the way, he's also currently bound with his hands handcuffed behind his back. Yeah. That's going to be a bit of a problem for y'all before you turn in for the night.
I mean, who hasn't been in this situation before, really? It's very common, right? Like,
I mean,
Definitely,
yeah.
I'm a good boy. Damian's a good boy. Never broken a rule like this. Nope.
Did we return the keys, or do we still have those?
No, you still have those.
Yep, I have.
Melody.
Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Salem can't exactly go to school in the morning while wearing those handcuffs. You're going to have to find some way to get them off. Speaking of the morning, when you all glance at the clock on the car's dashboard, you would note that there's only about 20 minutes till midnight. You all have to be up in less than 7 hours if you don't want to be late for class. Anyway, it is still technically Tuesday, September the 10th, but it's only going to be Tuesday, September the 10th for the next 20 minutes, so y'all might want to get in on it. So, with that in mind, Dream Seekers, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna actually play unconscious, so I'm gonna trust y'all to figure out the plan.
Let's find somewhere to park and see if we can get these unlocked.
Can you try the keys to see if there's a handcuff key on the keys?
Yeah, unless the keys work, we need tools.
Well, yes, I'm hoping the keys work, but since you're driving, you have to stop to hand them over.
That's true.
Okay, so Melody is going to pull over to the side of the road. You've been driving for about 5 minutes or so you're a little ways away.
Actually, can I just go to my house? We're not that far from it.
Well, are you going to do that first before fishing out your keys from your pocket?
Yeah, I'll just park at my house and then get the keys out there.
Okay, fair enough.
I like that.
It's true. You're no more than a 15-minute drive to Melody's house. It's not that far away. You go driving up to, well, why don't we let Melody describe where it is exactly she lives? Melody, tell us about your place.
It depends on what you consider a mansion, but it's a really big house, so I guess kind of a mansion. And it's just looks like your typical. I can't remember what mansions back then would look like, but your typical 90s style mansion, like most modern of the time. What?
Like a McMansion, like the ones that you'd see over like the suburbs with like all the different like. Never mind. Just Google McMansion later.
Okay. Yeah. So I would imagine that we have like a fence with a like remote control that you push to open it, or a gate to open it. But I'm parking right outside that gate because we don't know if we're going inside yet.
Okay, fair enough. So Damian's sedan comes to a halt right in front of a very large building with a big old fence around it and a metal gate that's obviously electric open sort of thing. You pull to a halt. You fish out your keys that you had stolen from the secretary at Inland's Games and pass them over to Damian. Damian, you search through them for a few minutes, but why would a secretary have a handcuff key? You never know. I mean, I'm not going to kink shame, but just so you know, no, she doesn't have one.
Okay.
You never.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
You never know. You never know. But no, she does not have a handcuff key on her keyring.
Okay.
Does anyone have a hairpin or something we could try to pick the lock?
I mean, it's a handcuffs, yeah, hairpin. But is Salem able to gain a little bit of consciousness to suggest something?
You know what? Let's see if you're conscious or not. Make for me a Constitution check. You're aiming for a 12. If you can beat a 12, or 12 or better, then you wake up.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
Again, this
Incredible.
isn't my first rodeo. I think Salem's gonna kind of stretch for a second and be like, all right, so I hate to suggest this. If you can't find a lockpick, the best way to go about this is there's a certain part in my hand and my shoulder. If you quickly hit it, you'll dislocate the bones, making it easier to just slip right out of it.
Oh, I don't want to do
Ouch.
this.
Well,
It's fine. We've done it before. It's okay.
You've done it
That's
before.
interesting use of we. Interesting use of we.
What? Oh, sorry.
We
What?
haven't.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think
no.
any of us have done this. What are you saying we for?
You.
Oh, I've done this before. Who are? Oh, never mind. Anyways,
Or maybe with your mom.
don't worry about it.
Oh boy.
I'd rather try a tool first from in my house.
I would also rather that, but if nothing else works,
I mean, let's try just picking it. You haven't had much luck in the past, Melody, but maybe this time's your time to shine.
Maybe.
Or Cat? Let's see if Cat's luck has changed.
I don't know. I'm not really a lockpick person, but I could try.
Somebody's got to have a bobby pin.
you know, yeah.
Well, if Melody wants to, I actually. Oh wait, does this work if it's not in battle? I was gonna say magical augmentation.
I think that one has to be in battle.
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, never mind.
Mm.
Dang.
It's a shame that none of you know a stealthy ninja type dude who is good with locks.
I don't want to ask him to come do this.
I'm
I
just
don't.
messing with you.
Most of us don't know how to contact him.
If she can't do it, we'll find some garden shears, but
It's fine.
Just cut off the thumb.
It'll grow back.
you just cut off
Performance
the connectors, and then you've got some cool wristbands.
They're not handcuffs. They just look like they're handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Seduce style.
Okay, let's go in my house. In the garage, actually. That's where all of our tools are, and we'll find something. So, I imagine my remote thingy would just be in my bag.
Mhm.
So I'll just take it out and push it, and then... Am I still the one driving?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just drive the car in then, and then pull up to the garage.
Okay.
Can Kat look through her bag to see if she has a hairpin or something in her backpack?
Sure. Make a investigation check.
Because I don't think she has one in her hair currently, but... Investigation. 23.
Yeah, you find a hairpin in your bag.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
Should I try to pick the lock? I found a little hairpin.
Yes.
Sure.
I believe in you, Kat.
I would love to see Kat pick this lock.
Come on, Kat.
Yeah, let's
We'll
give it a
try.
try.
Well, Melody's driving.
Yeah, well, you've parked now. You've parked now. So you turn around because you're riding shotgun. Salem has to roll over to give you access to his handcuffs, and you reach over to pick the lock. This is going to be a coordination check.
26.
What are these rolls?
Jesus Christ.
I think I rolled
Yeah,
a
that's
20.
a nat 20. That is a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Nat 20 on her lock pickings.
Wow.
Kat, you're holding out on me this entire time.
She's just like,
Came
so
through.
proud of you.
James
didn't know I
Ronan
could do
would be
that.
so proud if he saw that.
Kat, you're picking all the locks from now on.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't know if I can do this, but I got a hairpin. I'll give it a try. You stick the pin in, you just kind of move it around a little bit, and pink, pops right open.
it was easy.
Incredible. All right, Melody. See you later. Have a good night. Gotta get everybody else home.
All right.
Hey.
I guess. Wait, was that our patrol phase we did just now?
That
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Then I guess I'll just hop out.
Get the first one home.
Yep, first one
And
home.
I'll drive everyone else home, and I'll crash at Salem's just to make sure he gets in there okay. And it just happened to, we both just collapse into the bed, exhausted. Just, oops.
Oops.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, you all make it home to your beds. It is rather late. You're all tired. You hit the sack. So let's take a look at going to bed tonight. Before we do that, does anybody have anything they'd like to accomplish before you settle in for a rest?
No, but I do have this idea for why Los would even be staying at Salem's. I think it's one of those things where they bring them in and get Salem all set up, and right as Los turns to leave, Salem, in a weird state of slightly unconsciousness, is gonna reach out and just kind of tentatively grab the base of his shirt and just kind of hold it for a second, almost tugging it back, and then fall asleep.
I heard the tail end of that. I apologize. A 6-year-old,
Oh,
a sick 6-year-old needed my help with a Kirby game and wanted
understandable.
instruction. But you tugged the back of my shirt?
Yeah.
Damian is in bed, passed the fuck out, I think. I think
Yeah.
he gets you in bed, whether holding you by the shoulder, and pulling you in that way, or full on fireman carry or whatever. You're in bed, and the minute he puts you down, he also just knocks out. So whatever position that happens in, that's So whatever happens after that, Damian's asleep.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Okay. Well, looks like you are all going to be getting an average sleep tonight. At the end of your sleep phase, you are going to be recovering the following. Salem, all of your student hit points are now fully healed. When you wake up, you are not going to show any marks whatsoever from being punched. You're going to be completely healed. Your Magi-Knight forms recover your hit points equal to half of your total HP rounded down, plus your Constitution modifier multiplied by your Magi-Knight level. That's a lot, but you're all healed up, so you're fine. You also recover all your magic points. You reduce your stress points by 3, your exhaustion points by 1, and your crystalline fractures equal to 2, plus half your reputation level rounded down. So for you, Damian, that is just 2. So you're going to be waking up with 1 fracture on your soul crystal still.
Do I feel that? Does it feel like anything?
Not really. You just kind of passed out, and when you wake up in the morning, you pull out your soul crystal and you look at it, and it has 2 less fractures across it.
Legit.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Now, I believe some of you still have exhaustion at the end of this sleep cycle. Who has exhaustion still? Raise your hand. How much do you got?
1.
1. Okay.
1 as well. I believe so.
Sounds about right. So for right now, it's not affecting you too much. But you all wake up the next morning. A couple of you still feeling tired from the events of the previous evening, but all of you looking whole and hale and ready to face the day. It is, let's see here. I just lost my notes. Roll that back up. Thank you. Today is Wednesday, September the 11th, 1996. And it's a great time to be alive. You know from when you wake up and you look at your school calendar that today is an A day. And since it's a Wednesday, you have dance practice, art club, and newspaper club on that day. So keep that in mind as you're deciding what you want to do for the day. Now, let's go to our team leader. Salem, I need you to roll a D100 to find out what the weather is for today. And then I need you to roll a D12 to see what kind of day you're having.
Right, so we got a 99 on the 100 and a 5.
Interesting. On a 99, today is warmer than normal. The precipitation is heavy. It is a hot September rain, and it is pouring down. The wind is also extremely heavy, so it's like damn near vertical rain as you all get up and look outside today. It's going to be a damp day. So because of that, I feel like we need some rain sounds.
Did I have any nightmares?
You did not.
Oh, that's great news. Thank you. So I wake up nightmare free and it's raining outside. I'm like, this is going to be a good day.
Heck yeah.
Meanwhile, Kat's like, ew, rain, I can't take my bike in.
Melody's just like, my skin is looking extra pale today.
I'm concerned because Salem is such an early riser. They usually wake up on average around 5 to 5:30 every morning. And I think last night was a big blur, so he's going to wake up in bed and see Damian there. And I think he's going to just try to telekinetically cry out to the Wanderer, hello, help, what happened?
What's wrong, Salem? What's going on? Do you need me? Here. And the Wanderer poofs right there on your chest.
I think Damian's good. And just rolls over, does that a trope where somebody's caught by someone sleeping and as they try to get away, it's like they pull in closer. He's fully got at least Salem's arm, if not torso, in a hard hold.
All right, so I know that last night did not go quite as planned for me. But what is going on here? How did we get here? Why are we here? What is happening?
Well, it was actually really interesting. Damian charged into the warehouse, into the game store, and saved you by blinding the guards with their Magi-Knight powers, and then they brought you home, and Kat unhandcuffed you, and Damian got you in bed, and you both fell asleep after being so exhausted after all the stuff you did.
Cool. Yeah, that's That's fantastic. That's exactly how I've envisioned things. How is he doing? How are they doing?
Well, the cat looks over at Damian for a moment. Well, and it looks as though they still have one fracture on their soul crystal. Forcing a transformation is very dangerous. It's not something you want to do very often. So you might want to, thank them when they wake up.
Oh, well, actually, can you pass that to me? Give me their fracture.
I wish I could. Unfortunately, no, it doesn't work that way. Your soul crystal is the physical manifestation of your soul. Your choices in life affect your soul. You can't use one to merge another. That would be just the darkest, most sinister type of magic possible.
All right.
Like only someone pure evil would ever do something like that.
And we certainly don't want to do that. Now, second question. Can you start the teapot? I will be right there as soon as I can.
Sure, I can do that. The cat leaps up and begins flapping its wings and goes flying off into the kitchen area to start the tea kettle.
Perfect. Then I think, the rest of the morning's just gonna kind of be just that, like, once I'm free, make some coffee, make some tea, make some breakfast, and probably offer up Damian one of Salem's shirt, which I don't know would fit too well, but at least it would be better than the torn shirt they have before.
Can't hear you, Damian.
Sorry about that. I think Damian's shirt has raised up while he was sleeping. So, barely on. I think he wakes up and just pulls it off and, is like, this is good morning. Good morning. Oh my God. Good morning. Shit. Yeah. Cool. How are you? You're healed?
Yeah, of course. Easy. Yeah. But we're fine. We're good. We're cool. Tries to really play it off. Salem is usually pretty good at being suave, but at this moment, I think it's awkward, leans against the table, doesn't quite put their hand on it, and just doesn't stumble. We're fine. We're good.
I think Damian walks up and is looking for cuts, bruises. Is opening, looking down his shirt, just grabbing his face, turning it, what? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. We are good. Okay, cool.
Good.
I need a shirt. Do you have a shirt? I need a shirt.
I've got lots of shirts. Runs off to the closet to try to find something in Damian's size.
I think as he does that, Damian passes back out.
No.
It's still way too early. He just passes out on the bed again, just full asleep. And yeah, that's our morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they need to do before you all get to school today?
I'm gonna put a book about stage kissing in my book bag.
Do they write full books about stage kissing?
If you get deep enough into any field of talent, there are books about singular techniques, yes.
I accept that as reality. Yes, you absolutely put that book in your backpack.
It's probably more like a booklet, like a 36-page little thing.
Yeah.
A zine?
Absolutely.
A zine that you produced, maybe?
No, like an actual thing, like an actual training document from a set.
I've seen one of those that are this, not for this exactly, but it would be these are the different ways that you can do a stage kiss. The front way, the thumb way,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, as you all make your way to school, that rain is just brutal. You're all half soaked by the time you arrived in the building. But good news. Today's an ordinary, average day.
Oh.
Hopefully something
want more
interesting will
tests.
happen. You wanted more tests?
No.
You would.
No, Kat's been
but
failing her tests.
So have I.
well, now you got a chance to redeem yourself because today's student burden check is only going to be a 12. So, let's get in on that, shall we? You all arrive at school and the bell rings. It's time for class. So it looks like first period you have language arts with Mr. Liam O'Shea. That gaudy 70s dressed dude with way too much chest showing and just as many bad chains. You're going to be making academic arts checks today. So let's go ahead and make them.
Academic arts. There it is.
I need to change the music.
Scared. No, that makes sense. That absolutely. No, that's right. That's accurate.
What did we need again? So I know if I want to use my bond ability.
You're
12.
12.
Oh, 12. Okay. Hmm.
You gotta, like, don't roll a 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will.
I believe in you.
I knew it.
Oof.
Okay. Anytime
That's
anybody says don't do this, that's exactly what I roll.
Are you a D6? Or do you have
Always
both?
happens to me. Huh?
Are you a D6 or do you have both?
One is a D4, one is a D6.
Ah, okay.
And I decided to use the lower one
Yeah.
since I didn't need much.
Wow.
That's a
Thought today
shame.
was going to be a good day, Melody.
It's okay.
You never know. Well, okay. Let's start things off. Well, Melody, we've already kind of heard that. What did you roll?
11.
11, that is a failure. Salem.
Salem is still processing everything, so we got a 6, baby.
Oof, that is also a failure. Is that nat 1?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Thankfully.
that's good. Cat, what'd you get?
19.
19, that's a success. Aisha,
14.
14, also a success. Damian,
26.
26, was that a nat 20?
No, it was an 18. I've got a plus
close.
8.
Nice.
Plus 8 for academic.
Wow. Okay, well, not a nat 20, but still a success. Well done. That is it for your first period. Next up, you have an elective class, which means that you decided what your elective is, and you get to decide what role you're going to be doing. So, when I call out your name, tell me what your elective class is and what you're going to roll, and then do your roll. Or actually, everyone do your rolls first. Go ahead and do your rolls, and then when I call you out, tell me what you rolled and what elective you're taking. That makes more sense. Okay.
What the heck?
Ouch.
Oh, let's start off with Damian.
Damian's gonna use his inspiration to re-roll that nat 1.
Using your
Inspiration?
inspiration or the coin.
Inspiration.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why? Why is that interesting?
Because you can use inspiration for more than rerolls, but you can only use the coin for reroll.
I know, but I feel like I can get inspiration faster than I can get the coin. Fine, I'll use the coin.
Okay, use the coin.
Up to you.
Convinced.
It's up to you, but I'm just
Actually.
sorry.
Much better.
24.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, much better. 24. That is a success. Next we're gonna go to Aisha.
Hi, I'm in software development, and I got a 16.
16. That's a success. Katrina.
Kat's elective is dance, and she got a 12. I think she's a little
12.
tired from the night before.
Yeah, a little bit tired, but it's still just a success. Salem.
We are in orchestra. This is my bread and butter. I can kind of turn my brain off, and I got a 21.
21. Very nice. Melody.
I am in drawing, and after using my other bond die, my one with James, I got 15.
15. Very nice. That is a success.
What did you draw?
I forgot to mention that I'm taking film studies.
Gotcha.
And had just a momentary flashback from last night, but shook it off and was able to bounce back.
Absolutely. And since Melody used James's dice, maybe she drew him. Who knows?
Probably.
Okay. Anyway, that's it for your elective class. Next up, we're going to mathematics with Mr. Nathaniel Vale. You are going to be doing STEM checks for this class. Go ahead and roll them.
Okay.
Ouch.
Bro.
It'd be rough up in here. Okay. Aisha, what'd you get?
I got 19.
19. Very nice. That's a success. Kat.
I got a 4.
4.
No amount of extra dice will fix that.
Unfortunately not. That is a failure. Salem.
16.
16. That's a success. Melody.
17.
17. Also a success. Damian.
I got a 12 with my bond die.
12 with a bond die. That is just a success. Scraping by. Very nice. Okay. Everybody go ahead and tally up their scores. Add your successes together, then subtract your failures, and let's see what you got. Katrina, why don't you go first?
If I remember how to do this right, I think I have 1 success.
You have
'Cause
one
the
success.
The failure takes away at a success.
Failure is a -1 to your score.
Yes.
So yeah, I got 2 successes, 1 failure, so
that
1
would be
success.
1 success, yep. Which means that keep up that positive attitude. You're doing okay, but things could be better, so no change. Salem, how about you?
Salem also got a +1, but I don't know why things could be better. He is actually floating on cloud 9. Just, could be better in school, but life is great.
Hey, life is great. That's all that matters. Melody, what you got?
Also got a +1.
+1. No changes, but keep that positive attitude going. Damian.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Very nice. You got a bright future ahead. The more you think about it, the more you realize your future has a lot of potential. So if you had stress points, you'd be removing 2 of them. Aisha, what you got?
I got 3.
3. You also have a bright future ahead of you. So remove those stress points if you have any. Okay. That is it for the first half of your school day. The bell rings once again, telling you that it's lunchtime. Okay. So, it's lunchtime. This is the time that you all gather up in the lunchroom, grab a bite to eat, and decide what you want to do. You get a few different options for your lunch period. You either get to relax and eat with friends, you can get in a last-minute cram session, you can listen to gossip, you can drink copious amounts of caffeine, or you can take a power nap. What you decide depends on what kind of lunch period you're going to have. There's a few things to deal with before we get into that. Melody, when you go to your locker to get your to put your books away and gather up your lunch bag to go to the lunchroom, there is a note in your locker.
Okay, I'll read it then.
You open it up, and it says, Sweet Dreams Confectionery, 4 p.m., J.
Mr. J. All right.
Oh,
Oh, Mr. J. That was awesome. That was such a great reference. Oh my god, are you going to be his Harley?
No, I'm not a psycho.
I don't know, dude. I've seen you bite somebody's neck out before.
That's true. Okay, when I'm a Magi-Knight, I am, I guess.
Oh, I'm gonna get you his joke or her, his Harley, her Joker, like, or whatever, like, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Puddin'.
Well,
Oh, God.
anyways,
Anyway, that's what the note says.
Okay.
You all make your way to the lunchroom. Katrina, when you arrive in the lunchroom, you see that blonde kid with blue eyes. He's at a table in the middle of the lunchroom, sitting there with about half a dozen other students. And the moment you walk through the door, he waves at you, makes eye contact, and gives you a smile.
I was going to listen to gossip, but I guess I have to go sit over there and see what they want.
I mean,
That
you
could be
don't
kind of
have to.
well,
That could be a kind of gossip.
no, Salem's absolutely
Yeah, I'll
gonna
go
be like,
see what's going on.
hey, use
I
your
got
feminine
her.
wild. Yeah, like Salem's gonna kind of like to Kat, you got this. Use your feminine wiles. Chest up, confident. You got this. Besides, we got your back as well. Just a
I
little
was
wink, a
talking
little
to him because
nudge.
he's at the church and he's making a church thing.
Don't
When
worry about
when
that.
Salem says chest up, Aisha pushes in on the small of Cat's back to really accentuate it. Just like a dance practice.
This is just a performance, Kat. Make the best one. You got this.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of performances, I'm gonna reach into my bag and hand to Damian the booklet and say, "Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with you now. Bye."
I don't need lessons on how to kiss. I didn't want to kiss you.
Oh, Salem absolutely turns at you and goes bright red.
Wait, did the rest of us know about this yet?
No.
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 I just heard Damian yell
gosh.
that
Oh my gosh.
unprompted.
He fully yells it. He fully.
Oh yeah,
wrote
no,
it.
he fully yells that across the lunchroom. Like a lot of heads turn and look at that.
My gosh. Uh-oh. What about
That's
Lacey?
Fine. I just didn't want to. He like stuffs a book in his bag and goes to find Lacey.
I wonder if Lacey heard that.
That's what I was wondering.
Find out.
You're about to find out. Okay, let's go around the table real quick and say what lunch period activity you're planning on doing. Let's start off with the team leader, Salem.
Because of everything, I think Salem's gonna listen to some gossip, but there's something that I think he is gonna preface to Melody. Once we're done, I'll let everybody go through the table and then we'll talk.
Okay. So Salem is going to go listen to gossip. Kat, what are you doing?
I am. I'm going over to see what Connor wants.
Okay.
Which, I don't know him. Does he count as a friend?
I mean,
Or
you
does
can.
it
You
listen
can.
to gossip?
He is an NPC, which means you can gain social points with him if you want to. So technically, yes, you could. You could do any of those activities during this time. It's up to you.
I don't think he probably has any gossip, though. He's already told me everything about the church the last time we talked.
So what are you doing?
Oh well, I guess she'll go sit with it. We'll see what he wants
If
and
he doesn't have any gossip, you get an inspiration point.
what?
If he doesn't have any gossip, you get an inspiration point.
Okay, well then I guess I will sit with them and see if there's any gossip.
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay.
They might know something.
So that's what you are doing. Aisha, what are you doing?
I'm relaxing and eating with Unisong.
Absolutely. Hanging out with good old Eunice Song. She's sitting there with a few of her other friends, so you can absolutely go over there and join her. Damian, what are you doing?
I am relaxing and eating friends with Lacey.
Okay. Lacey is sitting with the cultural festival. Culture. God, I cannot say that word. Culture Festival Committee. So she's sitting there with about 4 other people. You can absolutely go join her there. Melody, what are you doing?
I kind of want to get a social point with the Wanderer, but would he not normally come to eat lunch with us?
He doesn't normally appear unless you call him. But if you want to have lunch with him, you certainly can.
Yeah, I think so. Just because I have so few and I want to start working on that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will relax and eat with the Wanderer, but I'll sit with... Oh, I guess everybody else is busy. As I would say, I'll sit with other people so I won't look like I'm talking to myself, but I guess I'll just go sit in the corner and eat by myself so that it won't look quite as weird.
Okay, fair enough. You go find a nice quiet place next to one of the windows of the lunchroom. You sit down there in the windowsill. That way you can watch the rain while you eat and kind of turn towards the window so it doesn't look like you're talking to anybody. But you call over the Wanderer and he appears on the windowsill next to you. And you can chill with him. Okay. So let's resolve the relax and eat with friends first. Melody, you're eating with the Wanderer. Damian, you are eating with Lacey. Aisha, you are eating with Unisong. So all 3 of you get to remove a stress point and gain a social point. If you have no stress points, you gain an additional social point. So all 3 of you get to add 2 with your respective friends. Okay. Salem.
Does Lacey comment?
Oh, Lacey definitely gives you shit for. Well,
yeah,
first of
she
all,
does.
she first off gives you a lot of shit for what just got yelled. Like, Damian, what's going on with that? You're now kissing Aisha Yamamoto? What?
No, she kissed me.
She
okay?
kissed
And-
you? So
Yes,
is
and
that why you blew me off yesterday?
No, I mean, no. Look, I just got tested for ADHD. It turns out I have it. I forgot I had soccer practice when I made the plans with you, and I tried finding you to tell you that I had soccer practice. You know, I can't not show up to soccer practice. Like, that's just not me. But I'm here, and I'm gonna make it up to you. I have nothing going on after school. I want to make it up to you. I want to have a chance to make it up to you.
Oh, she's gonna just keep giving you just a little bit of grief throughout lunch period, but she will hang out with you. She's busy with the culture festival basically all the way up to it, but if you want to hang out with her, she will absolutely appreciate the help.
Yep.
Okay. Aisha hanging out with Yuna Song. The two of you just kind of chit-chat and have a nice lunch together. She talks a little bit about her and her boyfriend Levi. Gripes a little bit about the fact that Ronan is still over at her house, hasn't left in a few days, keeps leaving cups of empty mugs all over the kitchen, that sort of thing.
Boys.
Yeah, boys. Melody, you and the Wanderer chill and enjoy watching the rain and eating and just kind of chit-chatting together. Do you have anything in particular you talk to him about?
Yeah, I just want to ask him how he thinks we're doing as a squadron.
He is pretty confident with your group right now. You've taken out some major outsiders so far. What you did last night is what was like pretty impressive to him. He can't believe that you all managed to get out of there. How Damian managed to rescue Salem and all of that. It was super impressive, and he's kind of riding a little bit of a high.
That's awesome. Say, I feel like we're all getting along a lot better and working together more, so it's been nice.
Yeah, it really, really has. I'm looking forward to seeing what all you're able to do in the future.
Me too.
Okay. Let's see. We'll go next to Katrina. Katrina, you go over to sit down with Connor Bleakman. Like I said, he is sitting there with about half a dozen other students. He introduces them all. They're apparently all kids who also go to Sacred Hearts Church. These are people who they're working on their club right now, and these are all members of the club or future members. He hasn't turned in the paperwork yet, but he's going to go do that at the end of school today, he tells you. But other than that he just really wanted you to come over and join them. He's, just wanted to chit-chat and see how you're doing, that sort of thing. So you don't really gain anything super interesting out of this, but you do get an inspiration point instead.
I looked at my sheet. I think I already have an inspiration point.
That means you can give it to somebody who doesn't have one.
Does anyone need one?
You're, I was about to say, yeah, I think your fearless leader or Aisha might.
Your choice. Zero. Yeah.
Roll these.
Who do you want to give it to, Katrina?
Can they each roll? Whoever rolls higher?
Sure. Roll these.
20.
Can you just describe Connor again?
Beat that. Wait, what the fuck?
It's up to you, Kat. Make the choice.
Make the choice, Kat. You got it.
Aye.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Who do you like more?
Even Aisha, odd Salem. I got one. Odd Salem.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
To answer your question, Melody, Connor is about 5'11". He's got sandy blonde hair, bright light blue eyes, a dimpled chin. He's got one of those, chiseled jaws. He looks very Caucasian.
Is he like the one that seems to be in charge of starting up the club?
Oh yeah, he's definitely the one who's instigated this whole thing.
Okay.
He's the Sacred Heart's big fanboy.
Oh, that makes sense. Caucasian, Sacred Hearts, yeah. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, So that's it for you, Katrina. Not much beyond that. He more just wants to know how you're doing. He asks a lot of questions about you personally. What you like, what you don't like, what music do you like, what foods do you like, what's your favorite show, what about dance do you like? Do you have a specific move that you like to do the most? He just wants to get to know you.
She would probably throw some of the questions back at him.
Yeah, sure.
Here's the question. Do you give real answers, or do you use the prepared interview answers you would have from back in the day?
Yeah, I'm curious. Is Kat gonna be truthful, or is she gonna channel her inner Aisha Salem? How do you answer?
Depends what the questions are.
I gave you a few. Yeah, I gave you a bunch of questions.
Some of them she would answer truthfully, because why not? And other ones she'd just be throw off a random answer.
Oh, are you gonna do that weird I don't know what's yours?
Yeah, how are you playing
bullshit?
this off, Kat?
Yeah.
Well, she'd be like, "Oh, I like this food and that food, and what do you like?"
I'm just curious, what sort of energy are you putting out? Are you reciprocating a little bit? Or are you more answering short and I don't want to do this kind of answering? You know what I mean? What's your vibe right now?
She's like, "Why am I the center of attention?"
So it's a little weird for her.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not the center of attention. That's Aisha's job.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And she's just like, "What about you? Oh, and these other people. What about you?"
So you're kind of deflecting a little bit.
A little bit, because she's a little bit overwhelmed by it all, and probably blushing and kind of I'm.
Aww.
Well, at the end of it, Kat, when the lunch bell does ring and you all get up to go, he will say to you, "Thanks for hanging out with us, Kat. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. Hope we can do this again sometime."
Okay, we'll see. It was nice meeting everybody. People I don't usually talk to.
Oh yeah, they're all super duper friendly. This is the friendliest group of people in school. They're not sickeningly sweet, it's fake, but they're just very, very earnest in being kind and polite to you, and make you feel welcome, which is probably a little off-putting in and of itself.
Totally not like James Ronan.
Vicious. Okay. Salem, you're up. You're also listening to gossip.
Yep.
What are you doing?
At this point, Salem is, let's see, first and foremost, before everybody, or before at least Melody left, I think Salem's going to pull her aside and be like, "Hey, I think it's time that me and your connection maybe share some tea. No pressure, but I would really enjoy a nice conversation with this mysterious figure that I have not met yet. Again, no pressure. Take your time. Think on it. I'm gonna go sit with the computer kids for a little bit now and feel very uncomfortable."
I say okay.
And yeah, I think that's kind of the Salem's intention is, since we're currently working on Indolence Games, knowing that there were computer kids that were talking about it and the computer club and video game club, I think he's going to try to get a little close to them and just kind of chat about it and mention that, like, oh yeah, I totally applied for the beta as well. Have you guys heard anything? What's been going on with it? Like, and try to get insight from them.
Okay. So what I need from you is to roll an investigation check.
Okay. Just a 10. Damn.
Oof. Unfortunately, they don't really talk about a whole lot. Like, they don't know you too well. When you come over and start like asking them about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, we know some people who are in the beta. They haven't told us very much about it. We're really hoping to get in on it too. Hopefully, we can actually get join up too. Blah blah blah." They're kind of a little secretive. Like when you were approaching them, they're all in a bit of a huddle and whispering to one another. But the moment you sat down, they just kind of clammed up.
Nerds.
Yeah, that is a failure, but you do got an inspiration point.
Which I have one, so I will pass that immediately to Aisha with a look across the lunchroom at her and give her a little wink to pass the inspiration on to her.
Nice.
Wink back. What does that wink back mean? No one knows. Not even me.
Okay. But that's it for lunch. The lunch bell rings once again. And it's time to get back to school. Okay. It is time for fourth period, which is fine arts, with Miss Francine Ambrosia. That's a familiar name, isn't it? Anyway, you're going to be rolling a creativity or a performance check. We got Anesthetic in chat right now offering up some bits. Hey, Anesthetic. Always good to see you.
So close. It's so far.
Wait, is that a... Never mind. No, I'm re-rolling that. I didn't realize that was a nat 1. Oh, inspiration. I'm using you immediately. Get out of here.
Wait, can you use your creative student thing for this?
Oh, can I? I know it's for insight. Oh shit! What is? Oh my god! I can't find the information. Oh, I can. On my next creativity, absolutely. I'm going to use my creative student. So that means I got a 28.
So is that an actual nat 20 for that? If you use your inspiration?
I mean, if we. Oh no!
No, it just gives you a 20.
20
Yes.
plus your modifier, which would make it a 28.
Okay, so it's not a nat 20, which is different. So that is a success, though. That's good.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yep. Let's go to Melody next.
I got a 17.
17. That's a success. Damian.
I got a 13.
13. Also a success. Aisha.
I got a 21.
21. Success. Very nice. Katrina.
17.
17. A success. All of you are doing great so far. Very nice. You know, it's fine arts. It can't be that hard, right? But, hey. Next off, we're going to science class with Mrs. Mildred Valcon. In this class, you're going to be rolling a medicine or a STEM check.
That's fair. You know what? I'll take it.
Let's start with Katrina.
I got 16.
16, success. Salem.
Oh, totally distracted. We got a 9.
Oof, ouch. Yeah, that is a failure. Melody,
18.
18, success. Damian,
Sorry, muted. Another 13.
another 13 is another success. Good job. Aisha,
18.
18, a success. You guys are killing it so far. Let's see if you can keep that momentum going for your 6th period class, Physical Education, with Mr. Philip Appleman. Good old Coach Appleman. He's always happy to see you, Damian, and gives you a smile and a wink and says, "Hope you're ready for the game in 2 weeks."
Yeah, definitely. You know it.
Looking forward to it. Get on out there. You all are going to be rolling athletics or coordination checks.
Have we heard any updates on Loropa High soccer team? Like how they're all doing and stuff after all that craziness?
I don't think you've asked about that yet, but you certainly can. At the end of class, you could go up to Coach Appleman and ask him. But first, let's go through all of our roles. We're going to start off with Aisha.
15.
15, that's a success. Katrina,
25.
25, that's also a success. Salem,
14.
14, success. Melody,
A 7.
7. Oof, just having a hard time keeping up. Maybe your mind is on 4 o'clock, who knows. Damian,
15.
15, success. Very nice. So most of you are doing pretty well for this second half of school. Let's tally up our afternoon classes, add up your successes, subtract your failures. Let's find out what we got. Damian, why don't you go first?
I have 3 successes.
3 successes. Heck yeah. You still got that bright future ahead of you. You don't have any stress points, but you could have lost some if you did. Aisha, what you got?
I got a total of 3.
Total 3 as well. Bright future. Very nice. Katrina.
I got 3 as well.
Wow. Keep it going. Heck yeah, 3. No stress for any of you all. You are just chilling. Salem.
Just a +1, but
Hey, just a +1. At least you get to keep up that positive attitude. Melody.
I got the same, a 1.
A 1. No change in you, but there's nothing to change anyway. You all are perfect. So, at the end of the day, you're walking away from class with no stress, and all in all, a decent day. Melody, you can go and ask Coach Appleman about Loropa High Soccer Club. He tells you that, yes, Mabbitt, actually I have heard from them. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, but the Loropa High soccer coach, he passed away. He had a heart attack that night on the field. I know, it's very, very tragic. Luckily, the rest of the soccer club is doing just fine. They had a bit of a stumble and a misstep, and they're all very shocked by what happened to the coach. But I hear there's grief counselors on site, and they're working through everything. And hopefully, the students are all going to be back at school by next week.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know.
Well, you're welcome, Mabbitt. I'm sorry that was such a tragic thing for you to see.
Trying to think if he would have seen me there, because I was mostly inside the school. I think.
Maybe not. Maybe he wouldn't have noticed you, but you're asking
Yeah.
about it, so he's just assuming that you were there.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
That's more what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is the end of class for the day, which means one more bell is going to be ringing. Okay, it is the end of school, which means we are moving into our free time activities. Before you do that, you can all gather up once more. You're kind of at your locker, you're gathering up your book bags and your coats. It is still pouring down rain outside, so you might want to grab an umbrella or a poncho or whatever, raincoat, something. Oh yeah, it is about 7:30, isn't it? So why don't we go ahead, why don't we pause right here, because it is 7:30, and we'll pick back up in about 10 minutes, folks. And when we return, we will find out what our Magi-Knights are going to do for their free time phase. Stay tuned, everybody. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, our heroes had just finished their school day and are preparing to go on their free time. You've gathered all of your bags together, you've put on your raincoats, you have your umbrella, because it is pouring down rain outside. So, what do you guys want to do for your free time phase? I remind you that you can either do them by yourself, with other NPCs, or with each other. It's entirely up to you. You've had all break to figure out what you wanted to do. Let's start off with our fearless leader, Salem.
Oh, God.
What are you doing for your free time phase?
Dude, unless somebody has something else for Salem, I think they may converse with the Herald.
Okay.
But we'll see what others say. If they want Salem to join, that might change.
Mm-hmm. Well, Melody, you know what you're going to do?
Yep, I have to go to the Sweet Dreams confectionery.
Well, you don't have to.
Okay, I want to.
Fair enough. Okay. So you're going to be considering that hanging out with a close friend?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll keep it fluid. Damian, what about you?
I'm gonna hang out with Lacey.
Hanging out with Lacey. So you're going to consider that hanging out with a close friend?
I think so. I think that's how I can maximize my social points with her.
Fair enough. Okay. Aisha, how about you?
I'm going to work.
Going to work. Love it. Kat,
Cat has dance.
you do have dance, so you got your club to go to. Always fun. Well, let's start off with you then. Let's do your club, Kat. Dance club is a sports activity. So you are going to be doing your let's see. It is you can either choose to go full throttle, which means you're going to gain an exhaustion point and 1 club tally. You can do moderate participation and gain a +10 to the growth check. You can do boisterous support and gain a social point with a club NPC. Or you can take it easy and reduce stress and exhaustion by 1. What do you want to do?
I think today she is going to do boisterous spirit because she's a little thrown off by the whole lunchtime thing and feels like she kind of wasted her lunch. So she's going to be more chatting with her friends and participating at the same time. And
No, that's fair. You do actually see that kid as you're leaving. You're going from your class. You go to your locker. You grab your stuff, and then you head over to the gym to practice dance, you do see Connor. He's walking down the hall with a couple of his friends, and he just, makes eye contact with you, gives you a big smile and a wave, and, hey, how's it going? Have a good day today, before walking on.
Should just wave. And then go to dance practice.
Oh, I forgot. You should give yourself a social point with them for having lunch with them. Okay. Since you're doing boisterous support, who are you giving the social point to?
She is going to give more social point. Yeah, she'll give a social point to her best friend, who's in dance club with her.
Heck yeah.
Abby.
Okay. Now, at the end of your club activity, the following things have to occur. First off, you got to make a club check. This is going to be a D100 roll. On a 50 or higher, your club gains 1 club tally. So make your D100 roll.
Sorry, many tabs. D100. Use 17. Not so great.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a failure, so you are not gaining a club tally. At the end, you have to do one more thing. You have to make an athletics check.
Is that a regular check or it's an athletics?
Oh, athletics
with
con. Yeah, it's an athletics con check.
Which might... it doesn't give me the option.
Yeah,
So-
just roll a d20 and add your con would probably be the easiest.
Yeah.
The way I did it was I just subtracted or changed the number like manually.
Okay, because athletics is my skill with extra stuff added to it.
Mm-hmm. So you would add your extra stuff plus your con modifier to your D20 roll.
Okay. I'm just...
Oh, we'd still get proficiency on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you only wouldn't get the dex or strength that you normally would add to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just
So it's
gonna
just
roll it normal.
basically you roll it and change your dex to your con or whatever.
Ish. It's gonna be a -2,
Oof.
so a 9, unless I'm able to add something to it.
Technically,
'Cause
you
that's
can.
rolling it with her dex and not her con. Her con is too lower.
I believe you can technically use your student bond die on this roll as well if you want.
I have 2 of them, and one of them's with my friend in class. I got a 3, so that brings me up to 12, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a
A little
12.
better than 9.
Well, and a 12 is just a success. So you're not going to get any exhaustion. So good job. All in all, today in dance club, you kind of half-assed it a little bit and more chatted with your buddy. But you still had a decent club day.
And I still have 1 extra social point for free time.
Mm-hmm. So you can give that to whomever you want. Like Connor.
Connor's not in the class, though.
It doesn't matter.
You saw him beforehand.
Yeah, you did.
He was watching you from the window.
Oh, boy.
into the
He was
dance
watching you
studio.
watch him. Watch
Oh,
him.
no.
He's a stalker now.
I don't know, is he? She's gonna look around.
He's not
That's
there.
how the...
I mean, what better love interests for our red string girl than that?
Yeah.
That's totally a term that people use.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean?
Like the
No.
conspiracy boards with red string.
Oh, right. Yes.
Who thinks the church is behind it all?
The conspiracy theorist and the religious kid. That's interesting.
Things, not just
Actually, I
the
feel like
church,
that goes
trees.
together pretty well.
It
I'm not
does,
gonna
and I
lie.
hate it. Oh, it's a match made in hell. Oh.
Anyway, enough about that.
Next.
Let's go over to Aisha. Aisha, you're
Hi.
planning on going to work.
Yeah. Get some social time in with my manager and also get some money at the same time.
Heck yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So a part-time job, you basically roll a d4, and this determines what kind of day you had. You're going to work to practice because you're doing a performance at the cultural festival.
I sure am.
And
Planned one.
you planned one, and your manager has got it set up, and now it's time to start practicing because you only got a week away. It's not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
So for those watching at home, sometime in like June.
We'll see.
I had a
Might
good
be
day.
October.
Hey,
Damn.
you had a good day. Good day. Hey, it wasn't too bad. Maybe it wasn't easy, but you worked harder than usual and got a lot done. So you are going to gain 2 budget tallies.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Who are you giving your social point to?
I'm gonna give it to my manager, and can I also take the one-on-one bonus?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you. Good old Aiko Tanazaki.
Yep, it's just you and her in the dance studio. She's just watching you do your routine. She's clapping along, to keeping time for you. It's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
Love it. Damian, you are hanging out with Lacey. You're doing a hangout with a close friend, which means that you select an NPC, go to a location, and then you're going to make an influence or a persuasion check. So go ahead and make that.
Yeah, I think I am very pointedly helping her on whatever she needs with the festival, including potentially working on a routine that the soccer team can help with, or some kind of performance that they can do, like some kind of juggling trick performance. Planning that together so that over the next few practices, that's what we work on. We're working on our soccer skills, but we're also working on a presentation.
Yeah, if I remember
Or the
correctly,
influence.
yeah. You're going to be doing something to aid her, so you're going to do juggling the soccer balls back and forth on stage and shit like that. I like it.
I would like to use my inspiration to re-roll that because I really want to nail this.
Okay, go for it.
Fingers crossed. DC 12, huh? Already
Yep,
used
DC
my bomb
12.
die. All right, well,
Damn.
c'est la vie. That's a bummer.
Nice try.
Well, unfortunately, you're unable to gain the 2 social points with her, but you still had a good time with Lacey, and you talked about the routine the soccer club's going to do. She thinks it's going to be really cool what your idea is. You talk it over a little bit, and then you just help her work on some of the paperwork that she's doing to get things organized for the festival. So you do at least
Alright.
gain 1 social point with her.
Cool. So that's 3 total, right? If I want to use a special outing and the one-on-one and the one that I gain here?
Well, you gain 1 for the one-on-one and 1 for doing the hangout with close friends.
So just 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. And no matter what activity you choose, every free time phase you gain 1 social point. Yeah, so you do have the 1 social point freebie. You're right. So you can't put 3 in with her.
I'm 1 away.
Heck yeah.
If I would have gotten that second one, I would have gotten another little bomb die.
Very
Oh.
nice. Melody, you're up next. You are heading over to Sweet Dreams Confectionery, because that's where James is waiting for you. When you arrive at Sweet Dreams Confectionery, I imagine you're not rollerblading because it is pouring down rain.
Yeah,
So-
no.
So you probably take public transportation. Your bus arrives at the bus stop right outside the confectionery, and you're surprised to see James standing outside. He is just under the awning, right next to the door. He's kind of leaning against the brick there. He's wearing the normal blue hoodie that he always wears. It's kind of baggy and a little bit too big for him. He's got the hood pulled up over his face. You can see it kind of bulging on the sides. Most likely he's wearing his headphones as well. And he's just sitting there with one foot up against the brick wall, hands in the pocket, just kind of sitting there chilling. The Sweet Dreams Confectionery inside is popping. Even as you step off the bus and look inside the window, you can see there's a lot of people in there right now. Like, a lot. What do you do?
I will walk up to him.
As you approach, you see him note you, look up, and as his eyes lock on yours, he gives you a small kind of shy smile. Like, you don't see him smile very often, but he actually makes an effort. But, you know, guys like him, when they try to smile, it looks more like a grimace half the time.
Oh, that's so sweet. I do have 50 social points with him now.
You do, which is why he's reacting this way.
Okay. I'll smile back.
He just says, hey.
Say, hey, how come you asked me to meet you here?
You mentioned you like this place.
Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
He just kind of, after he like trails off and then just shrugs.
So... So you're asking me here because you want to hang out somewhere I like?
His eyes like kind of narrow a little bit and kind of shift back and forth before he shrugs.
Say thank you, James. I didn't know you could be that thoughtful.
He just mutters, whatever, and opens the door for you.
Okay, I'll follow him in. Or I'll walk in, I mean.
So Melody, right now you have a choice. You can choose to use this as a hangout with a close friend, but you can also use this as a go on a hot date, if you so choose.
Yeah, I actually was just thinking that, and I think I will, because then I can upgrade my die. So I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna blush for you. Damn, good for you, Melody.
Yeah, I was actually just reading that right before this, so that's funny that you mentioned that.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're right next to each other, so it's really easy. So here's how go on a hot date works. If you have somebody who is a love interest, or meaning you have a friendly bond or higher, you can go on a date. You make either an influence or a persuasion check. The DC is 15. On a success, you gain 3 social points with that NPC. But on a failure, while you had a good time, it was a little awkward and not particularly memorable. So you're going to gain 0 social points if you fail. So it's a gamble. So you do have the choice. You can just use this as a hangout with a close friend, or you can take the gamble and go on a hot date. It is up to you, Melody.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the gamble.
Love it.
I'm doing the thing on page 118 that it says it's under love interests, it's how I can make him be my love interest so that I can upgrade my die. And it said DC 20. I don't know what DC you said for the regular.
Yeah,
going
the
on a hot
regular
date.
one is 15.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this one's a 20. I'm gonna try that one.
Okay, you said that's on what page?
118.
118. I'm gonna pull that up too, so I can look at it, just so I can explain to the audience what exactly is happening here. At least I would if the thing actually would load.
Oh,
Yeah, because you can go on. We actually changed the wording of the regular go on a hot date because it was a bit confusing.
Mhm.
But you can go on dates with people that you have a friendly bond, but they can't be a love interest until they're a caring bond or higher.
Gotcha.
And that's what I want to do now.
That's what you're aiming for. Okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to make a DC 20 check. This is a pretty big one.
Yes. Yes.
I believe in you.
Do you, and then, you can, it's either an influence or a persuasion check. Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to do persuasion.
Okay. So, go ahead and make your persuasion check. Let's see if you can beat that 20.
Oh my gosh, so close.
Do you have any bond dice left?
No, sadly I used them, so I'll have to try again another time.
Do you have any inspiration?
Yes, I do, but re-rolling I don't think would... I could do it, but...
It's up to you.
I want to look at that page really quick to see if it can do anything other than just re-roll, because I can't remember. That might help me. Let's see. Yeah, because my student ability doesn't give me persuasion. Let's see.
what's your
Gosh.
social tactic?
It might be the learn a new skill one. I'm not sure
Oh.
which one was my social. Yeah, none of these would help me. So I guess I'll just try, even though I highly doubt I'm going to get higher than 18.
Well, I mean, you only rolled a 12 on the D20. So if you can roll above a 12, you might... Like, if you can roll a 14 or higher, then you're going to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just that it's a gamble.
So close again. It's just teasing me.
It is. But unfortunately, that is a failure.
Yes.
It was a good attempt. That was a very good attempt.
I didn't know love interest upgraded the inspo die. That's exciting.
It's okay. It's a lot of pressure. I'd have to spend time with him every other day to maintain it. So
Yeah.
it gives me a little time.
That is
To build
true.
a buffer.
Wow.
So that you can miss some days.
Yeah. But I'll still get my social point freebie at least.
Yep, you do still get a social point with them. But in the end, it's the date's a little awkward and weird. I mean... Let's be honest, this is James Ronan. He's not exactly the most suave individual in the world, and his mysterious motif that he maintains by not ever answering questions doesn't help. So you two have a pleasant time, but at the end of the day, you, like at the end of your free time phase, you kind of question him a little bit, like, what was this about, really?
No.
He does admit that while, yes, he did want to spend time with you, he did have an ulterior motive, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Okay, I had a couple things I wanted to ask him too, though. Should I wait till the little bit comes?
Yeah, let's go to Salem real quick.
Okay.
And then after that, I'll let you ask your questions to James. Salem, what were you doing for your free time phase?
I mean, okay, I kind of I screwed up on my part. I had an idea and then forgot when you asked. I think Salem actually wants to visit Bianca. For the hangout with close friend.
Okay. Want to
just
go visit Bianca, huh?
Yeah, just have a little one-on-one chat with her and be like, hey, I know with the cultural festival coming up and you guys in the hospital, is there anything I can do to maybe help out? Also, do you have any good dating advice?
Okay. First off, you need to make either an influence or a persuasion check.
Okay.
And you're aiming for a 12.
12, okay. 22?
Heck yeah. That is a success. So you are going to gain 2 social points with that NPC, plus the other 2. The one for the one-on-one time, and you got one more floating that you can give to whomever you want.
All right, good to know, good to know.
So to answer your question, does she need anything? Well, yes. If you could gather up my homework, I'm planning on coming back to school on Friday. Figure I'd get in at least one day and let everybody know that I'm alive. The doctors plan on releasing me tomorrow, so...
Do they? That is fantastic. Actually, don't tell anybody. I really shouldn't be telling you. I've already been kind of writing down everything for you guys, so you should be good. But
oh my god, thank you. That is so nice.
What are friends for?
Absolutely, and I hope next week when we're all back at school again and we're doing another meeting with the Ghost Hunting Club, I hope to see you there.
It's the least I can do, Bianca, honestly. You've really become like a good friend to me. I owe it to you. So like I said, the cultural festival is going to be on Saturday though, or is there anything I can do to help with that though?
Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to do our presentation. Lacey and the others already told us that. Apparently the soccer club is doing something in our place.
Yeah, it's very ambiguous. We all kind of got wrangled into it. But if there's something I can do to at least help you guys out to bring awareness to your club, I'm more than happy to.
Oh, if you want to help us recruit, that would be great. We definitely would like to have more members show up, and so if you can start handing out flyers this next week,
of course.
I'm sure Miss Ambrosia can print off some more. She's our faculty advisor. So if you want to meet up with her and get those and start handing them out this week, maybe we'll have a few new members who will be there when we do our thing on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Wait, Ambrosia, does she own the cafe?
Oh, yeah, her husband does.
No joke. Okay, I live like right beside them, so that's...
Oh, so you must be there all the time.
You would think so. I think it's because like she goes to school. My brain is like, don't go there. It's a teacher. So like, but wow, her husband owns it?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Wow. I'm learning all sorts of information.
Oh yeah, he's really nice. He's the general manager. You most of the time see him in the kitchen or wandering about the dining room. He's always there.
Oh, so okay. Wow, okay. Have you guys ever like gone to Ambrosia Cafe?
Oh yeah, we go there all the time.
do you? All right.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's a great place to get a cup of coffee. We'll usually go there after the meetings on Tuesday and sit there and drink coffee and talk about the meeting and everything we saw and talk about the ghost adventures, or what do we call it? I'm blanking all of a sudden.
The Ghost Hunter Club.
Ghost hunting. No, the
The ghost bro dudes. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're called.
got it.
Paranormal
I blanked up.
investigators?
Paranormal investigators.
Paranormal Investigators.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
God damn! How did we
Oh.
all blank on that? Yeah. We always talk about paranormal investigators and all
right.
of that stuff. It's great.
Okay.
That awesome. That actually is fantastic. Oh, speaking of which, do you have any of those VHS tapes of their older episodes and whatnot?
Oh, like all of them?
Listen, I'm very bored. I kind of live by myself, and so when I'm not in school, I've got so much free time.
Make a persuasion check.
11.
11. She's kind of frowns and says,
It's
I mean,
fine.
yeah, don't get me wrong, Salem, you're a darling. I love you to death. It's just some of them are really hard to come by, and the VHS tapes, I have them locked up, but if you want to watch them, you can always come to the club on Tuesdays. I'll bring a few each day, and we can watch a bunch.
You know what? That actually sounds really great. I would really love to do that. Now about my second question. Have you ever gone on a date with somebody, and how do you go about asking them out?
She turns bright red at that question, and she tells you that, well, she has had a crush on somebody for a while, but hasn't wanted to say anything just yet. They hang out all the time, and she's been working up the nerve because she doesn't think that he will ever work up the nerve to do it. And
Oh my
basically,
God,
the two of you just like start in on a workshop on
We're
how
the
to.
same.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So how do we basically, I think that's what the conversation is going to divulge into. Is it really started out with Salem trying to be helpful, but then divulged into how do we get our men? How
Yes.
do we do this?
Love it. Love it. So that is how you spend the last of your free time phase, Salem.
Absolutely.
As the free time phase winds down and James is escorting Melody around the candy shop one last time, Melody, you had some questions for him before
Yes.
he's going to be admitting something to you. So go ahead.
I say, so you probably know my friend Salem, even though you haven't met them yet.
I know of him.
Yeah. So he's really interested in meeting you. And I guess he's tried to meet you a couple times, but you always slip away right before. And
I guess I do that.
Yes. And I was wondering if I could arrange a time for the three of us to meet up together sometime.
He gives you a kind of a level stare as you suggest this. And he asks you a one-worded question. Why?
I knew it. Because Salem's my friend, and I think that if you got to know him, you would actually like him.
Make one hell of a persuasion check. Or I suppose, since you're at this high with him, you could also make it an influence check if you wanted to.
My persuasion's better.
Fair enough.
I might have used up all my good rolls already, though.
I want to give you everything because you're so right.
24.
Wow.
Why couldn't I have got that for the date, though? Just switch the numbers.
Yeah, shame. But anyway, he kind of does a very, very deep sigh as you suggest this and tell him that you want him to get to know your friends more. Finally, he says, "For you, Melody, I guess.
Thank you.
But you owe me one."
Okay. Gotta meet the family before being my boyfriend, apparently.
You say this out loud?
No, I was saying out
That
of
would have been
character.
hilarious.
You should have said it out loud.
No, because I don't know if he knew I was attempting to convince him to be my boyfriend, so I don't want to admit that.
The
That's
rules
fair.
pretty explicitly say that that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, anyway, he says, "Now, I guess you probably want to know the other reason I invited you here."
Yes, I do.
Don't get me wrong. It's not that I didn't want to spend time with you. Just figured kill two birds with one stone. He takes you by the elbow and turns you in the store towards the big open display window that's in the front of the building. And he very subtly points towards the stickers that are along the lower right-hand side of the window. You've seen these before, the last time you were here. It shows, the Chamber of Commerce sticker, but at the bottom, it shows the Gidim Development logo in a sticker on the window. That this is one of Gidim's properties. He says, and he kind of leans in close to you, like really close to you, to whisper in your ear, "That's the other reason. You mentioned the other day, this is your place, you know the people.
Yes.
Gidim purchased this place not a long time ago. I want to know why. And I think you can help."
Yeah, I can ask Nellie. I'm friends with her.
That's one way to do it. But when you do it, can you, he, hesitates for a moment, looking for the right word, then he finally says, "Can you make a big show of it?"
Ask her in front of customers?
Or, as many employees as you can.
Okay.
Or at least keep as much attention on you as you can. That shouldn't be hard. Anyone who looks at you keeps you in the center of their attention.
Is that a compliment?
Yes, it was. I was about to type in
James
chat.
hitting on.
First thing James and Aisha agree about anything.
He just shrugs in reply.
All right. Yes, I can do that.
Positive.
And you want me to do that right now?
Count to 20.
Okay.
And we are going into our investigation phase. Here we are. We're in investigation phase. Across the communicators, everyone hears from the Wanderer. Okay, everyone, fun's fun and all, but you got to get to work. There's a lot of activity going on lately. You've got a lot of clues to look into. Where are you going to go to investigate today?
Wanderer, I love you. I got the shit beat out of me last night. I'm allowed to have a little bit of fun.
I'm not saying you can't. I was just saying, it's getting late. The sun's going to be going down soon. We might want to get to work.
You're right.
Hey, welcome, Kenny.
Hey, hi, Kenny.
What up, nerd?
Hey.
Anyway, so we are in our investigation phase. This is the time when our Magi-Knights explore the town of Loropa and look around, try to find out what the cult is doing. You got a lot of threads to investigate. Melody, unfortunately, your investigation phase is currently occupied. So we already know what you're doing. But as for the rest of you, you can't really get Melody on the communicator right now. She's kind of busy. But the four of you still have some investigating to do. So, what do you want to do?
Before I win, I want to know, did I get any sense from Aiko that any headway with Giffam has happened?
She's going to tell you that no, she hasn't. She's been trying her hardest to get in touch with them. They're basically dodging her at every step. But she points out that Gidim is a big-time sponsor for the school culture festival. And since you're going to be performing there, the people from Gidim are definitely going to be there. So she can use that to her advantage. Make sure that when they see you perform, she can get right up on there and talk to them about doing some work with you.
Yo, I'm not using my inspiration to the school cultural festival.
Especially, we're on Wednesday, correct?
Yes, you're on Wednesday.
Perfect.
So the culture festival is the 21st. You are on the 11th. So in 10 days, the culture festival is happening.
Okay, let's do what we should have done between sessions and refresh what our threads are.
Threads. I thought you said friends.
Nope.
Listen, the more that I've kind of thought about things, I think we need to take a slight break from indolence games. Should we check out? I'm so scared to it,
just say it.
Recommend this, but the power station?
Oh, no, I am so much more on board with that. I want to wait till the cultural festival to really move on Giffam personally.
Okay, I am right there with you. We have kind of ignored the power station. I don't think we've actually taken care of them, but
we did have that time I was there. Wait, no, that was at a gym. That was at a gymnasium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We did do it when everything was frozen there. We went in there, we took care of some stuff, but it don't get the end
and
of
y'all met Mr. Sticky, but what else?
Was that the same day? Was that the same day?
Different.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
We've gone there twice.
You gone there? You have gone there twice, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Sticky was numbered day 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when they were open, and then the second time was after dark.
True.
What? How do you want to do it? I'm down. What do you think, Damian? Or are you too busy reading?
No, I'm in. I'm just listening. I think Damian was.
I said reading.
I had the. What?
I said reading, to be clear.
As opposed to, what did I say?
I just wasn't sure if you understood the quip, but that's okay.
I heard reading.
Okay.
The book. Oh, the book. No, Damian is very insulted by the gift of the book. Believe me. I think he's like thumbs over. Why? I think also, despite being intelligent, he's not a performer. So he's like, why would anyone need to fake kiss? Like, he's not putting two and two together. That this is for the stage. I think he's literally like, this is the worst kissing advice.
Even though it's like literally titled a stage, like a thespian's guide to kissing.
I think because of all the confusion, he's like a lesbian's guide to stage kissing. I think he's very much like, why would lesbians kiss like this? Like, just quickly, like, no, this is stupid. Throwing it in his bag.
I don't have an inspiration, but I want to give you mine.
I think Damian is of the mind that he would actually like to kick it with Lacey again, if possible, and go watch the news at her place like they did that one time. That's what he was thinking. However, if his communicator buzzes and everyone's like, we're hitting the power plant again, he will drive everyone to the power plant.
Actually,
No.
um,
Let Damian be. Let them have their time with Lacey.
oh, I was thinking that Damian could also use that time to talk about that janitor we've been ignoring.
Yeah, I was also thinking I might try out some pointers from this book tonight.
So we're going
You
to be...
understand that that's for fake kissing, right? For the stage? For acting?
I don't... Aisha, we'll talk about your feelings for me another time. Not on the communicator, not in front of everybody.
What?
Salem's listening to this and...
No, please, go on. I'm very curious. Please.
It's fine. It's not the first time he's been dumb. It won't be the last.
Dead. I'm fucking dead.
I have nothing to say to that. I think Damian is just a little like hurt. Why? What even?
So the communicator got awkward for about 30 seconds, and then you all just hear this.
That?
I love that you get to use that. Okay.
How
Can
do
I
you-
hear the conversation even though I'm not replying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say you can still hear it.
100%.
Okay.
I'd definitely say
How
you
do
can hear it.
Melody, help. Please, God, help. I'm dying.
I'm just trying not to laugh while I'm busy.
Yeah, this is Melody walking away from James towards the shopkeeper, getting ready to do her thing. Hearing all of this, there's just like this barely suppressed smile on her face.
It's so on brand. I hate it.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Katrina, chime in and save us from all this madness.
Please, God.
I've been trying to talk. Cat's like, how do you plan to get into the power plant? They only have tours on certain days. And they're still currently open and everything. We had to go and sign up for a tour with fake names and everything.
That's true, but I've kind of thought about it, and I realized that the outsiders aren't waiting for anything, so maybe we should take a note from them. There's something that's going on over there. I think our fight from that, like from earlier, will support me.
We're gonna break in. The answer is we're gonna break in.
Yeah, absolutely. Salem is
Security.
I know how like Ashley for how Kat is. So Salem is trying very hard to be like, we're just gonna it's gonna be fine. We're gonna just move and everybody is gonna be cool with it and it's fine. Like,
I don't see how this is going to happen.
Let's meet up and we'll discuss
Yeah.
our concrete game plan once we get there.
absolutely.
And I will explain all of that.
All of what?
All of that. Yeah,
It's all
So
that.
confused.
it's all of that, Cat. All of that.
It's all that.
And I think there's something going on with the mayor's office too. That's just weird.
Shh. Well, that is
Too many threats.
tomorrow's.
Too many threats. We've decided on one thing.
I just don't know how we're going to get in there.
Do you want to go to the mayor's office by yourself?
No.
I mean, you can.
We need our luck.
Probably closed at this time.
Has that stopped us before?
And I'm not doing anything by myself.
True.
I think
Better we stick together.
I think a team of three is ideal.
Where's Melody?
Melody is currently working on a side project that they were sent on. They will join us when they are available to.
A side project.
Yeah. As your leader, I sent them on a personal project to do some private investigation.
I'm a PI. Oh,
Yeah.
She whispers that into the communicator very quickly in the conversation.
Listen,
She's been ignoring the whole thing and all of a sudden, PI?
we talked about our rules. You are gonna be our PI, remember? Remember? Like,
Okay. I have a feeling this is going to not work out so well, but I'll go with you guys.
perfect.
Okay. So Aisha, Salem, and Kat are going to the power plant. Damian is going to go to Lacey's house, and the two of them are going to watch the news together and chit-chat and that sort of thing. And Melody is currently walking towards the shopkeeper to basically cause as big of a distraction as she possibly can. So, first thing I'm going to need everybody to do real quick is make a roll. 4 of you, you know who, are making investigation checks. The 5th one is going to be making either, I feel like this could either be, thinking real quick. This could be either a deception check. This could be a performance check. I'd also be willing to go with a creativity check.
you're talking to me, right?
I'm talking to you, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
then yes.
This is you, Melody. You're basically causing a distraction for whatever the hell James is doing.
Okay. Oh, I almost crit, dang it! But it's still really good.
Heck yeah, 25. Let's go around the table from you. Damian, what'd you get?
Ooh, I'm not muted. Sorry,
Nice.
That was surprising. I got a 20, dirty 20, dirty 20.
Heck yeah, that dirty 20.
So dirty.
So dirty. Aisha, what'd you get?
I got a natural 20 for a total of 21.
Nice. Nat 20 for a 21. Heck yeah. Kat, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well. Very nice. Salem.
Sam's a little distracted. The group is separated. I got an 8.
You got an 8. Yeah, that's an unfortunate. But you're with 2 other people, one of whom got a nat 20.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to start things off with Damian, who is doing the easiest thing, going over to Lacey's house to watch the news. There are some interesting things going on the news. You rolled a 20. Very nice. Here's some things. The first article that you watch is actually a press conference that the mayor of Loropa City is holding. In this press conference, he admits that he had an affair with multiple interns who had been working under him over the years in the office. He tells the camera crew that he has decided to step down from his role as mayor, and he's going to be focusing on rebuilding his family and seeking spiritual help to better himself. He is receiving counseling at Sacred Hearts Church. The city council will continue to oversee the city, and a special election is going to be held in October to find his replacement. And Damian, as you're watching this news report, they show, like, you know how news reports go, they show different footage clips as the anchor is telling the story. One of those clips you can't help but notice is that it's the mayor walking into the city hall, but in the background, you see somebody that you recognize. You've seen this individual's picture once before, and I think, were you at the church? Were you at Sacred Hearts Church on Sunday? No, you weren't.
I was not.
Okay.
I was not at the church.
Okay,
no.
so you've only seen this individual from pictures, but you do recognize Guy Giddum is in the background. He is surrounded by 3 other people that you don't recognize. They're in like business suits and things like that. But you do notice that, like, in the background, he's seen there shaking the 3 of their hands.
Does anything stand out to me about the 3 men with whom he is shaking hands?
It's 2 men and 1 woman. They're all middle-aged. Give me a "Hey, I recognize you" roll.
Just a singular one?
Uh-huh.
That's D100?
Yep, it's D100. Basically trying to aim for a 75.
It's a 7.
I'm gonna let's be
Almost.
honest. Do you really pay attention to local politics?
No.
No.
I mean,
no.
it's half of a 75. It's a 7 of the 70. Never mind.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
go.
yeah. You got there sorta, but not quite. So you don't recognize them.
Okay. I would also, unless there's something else on the news, which I'm all ears to hear, would also take the opportunity to check in with Lacey about, if she's noticed a janitor anywhere, what her experience has been. Apologize one more time for missing the day before.
Sure.
The festival prep. And maybe do an insight check on how she's feeling about Damian.
Okay.
About good old boy.
Doing a
See
whole
if the
lot
teddy
here.
bear is nearby. That's what I want to do. If you want to pick 1 or 2 or none, that's fine.
So, let's see here. So basically, checking in with Lacey, like, she's doing fine. She's focused entirely on doing the culture festival. She was giving you shit about not hanging out with her. She understands. It's soccer practice. You're a soccer star. You gotta keep up for the next match. She gets it. She's not too hurt over the fact that you completely 100% and totally stood her up. But she kind of pats you on the shoulder and says, "It's fine. It's not a big deal." All in all, she's the 2 of you are cool together. Most of the other news articles, honestly, aren't like super duper interesting. There's another puff piece about the Culture Festival. There's a little more talk about potential candidates for mayor, but none of the names like stick out to you as people of interest or things like that. there is one that's talking about the city council and what they're going to be doing in the interim and how the next election's going to go, is going to work out and stuff like that. And you do see one more time. You see Get 'em, at least his development company. You see that they're talking about like where the election is going to be held, how they're going to do the special election, and they're showing like different buildings and things like that of potential locations that are voting places, polling locations, and several of the buildings either in the foreground of the shot or in the side of the shot. You see like Get 'em development on the building.
Wow, I think seeing this, he's gonna absent-mindedly lean forward and put his hands on either side of the couch, but sitting close to Lacey. Mm-hmm. One hand like goes on her knee, and then he's just like very focused on the TV.
She would absolutely eep if you do that and kind of jump a little bit.
I don't think he notices. I think he's very I think Damian is accidentally flirtatious. Mm-hmm. I think in the same way that he like passed out on Salem's bed and like hugged him close. I think he puts his hand on her knee if she's wearing a skirt, bare knee, without realizing it, and is just so focused on like, and both hands are like back, right? So he's just like, Get 'em development, like what? Okay, yeah, and like he's like talking to like this business, it keeps popping up everywhere. Like, have you seen this guy? Do you know that? And then just
then you turn back and look at Lacey, and you see that her cheeks are bright red.
Are you okay? And then puts his hand on her. Are you warm?
And like she's just speechless for a second, like doesn't know what to say.
I'm glad he's consistently just completely unaware. Consistently completely unaware.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Just Damian completely like I keep thinking that he's that they're this like suave, hit on everybody, poly, but I think they're just a little dense and a little like accidentally charming and flirtatious, and like it's like, oh, are you okay? Are you flushed? Are you warm? No, okay, you seem great. All right, cool. And hug, and then just like chilling. But not absolutely no intentions of like taking it further by any means.
Absolutely. So your investigation phase is a lot more awkward for her than it is for you. But you do got some interesting information out of it. Melody, let's turn to you real quick. Because you need to cause a distraction. And what did you roll?
It's 25, right?
25.
Yes.
Very nice. So, just tell me a little bit about this distraction you cause, because James's instructions were get as many employees together and keep their attention on you. If you can keep as much of the shop's attention on you, like customers as well, that's even better. So, what are you doing to cause this distraction? Because you're going to succeed.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I will look for the nearest candy display that doesn't have fragile stuff in it, because I don't want to cause permanent damage. And I'll point to the sticker in the window and I'll say, "Get 'em development. I've heard of them." And then I'll like back up like I'm trying to turn to face the counter to talk to them, but I'm gonna bump into the candy display to knock it over.
And it just all tumbles down. Yes. And like wrapped candies just splay everywhere, all across the floor. You catch the eye of the the shop owner, who looks at Melody, oh my God, and comes running over, and a bunch of other people are looking over at you. You're on the ground. You're kind of like doing this I'm trying to get up, but oops, I fell over again, kind of thing. But very persuasively. And the shop is just focused on you. You glance about looking for James. James is gone. You do not see him at all. The shopkeeper comes over with several of the employees. She helps you up herself. All of the employees are together trying to gather up all the candy and pick it up again. All the people who are around you just kind of chuckle a little bit, and you hear some snickers and some mutters of what the heck's going on, what's up with this chick, that sort of thing. And you're able to basically maintain their focus for about a good 5-6 minutes as the people are cleaning it up, and you're talking to the shopkeeper, reassuring her that you're fine and that sort of thing. Anesthetic is in chat right now. She wants to give her inspiration to somebody, whoever rolled low, is what she said. So that's technically Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, Salem. Reroll.
Oh, God. Anesthetic, please. Oh, it's... Okay, let's see what happens.
You can do it.
17.
Hey, 17.
Much
That's
better.
a lot better than the 7, or whatever you rolled before.
I have an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So, Melody, she would once you're on your feet and the shopkeeper is reassured that you're okay, she's like, so now what were you asking about the sign over there?
I've seen Get 'em Development sticker on a few buildings. Did you sell your business to them?
Well, yeah, I told you about that the last time you were here.
Oh, I forgot we talked about that.
Yes, totally did.
I say, I'm just sorry. I'm just curious why you made that decision.
Well, it just kind of came to me one night. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Mm, 11.
Oof. Okay. Her reply is, well, it just came to me one night. The shop was doing okay, but we didn't have enough money to use marketing to help to expand the business, and Get 'em Development came to me with a very lucrative offer that allows me to keep my shop, but also have enough money to pay my employees better and to advertise. And it's less of me selling it to them, and it's more of a partnership,
Okay, well, it's good it's beneficial to you, but I'm sorry that your shop was having some trouble before that.
Oh, it'll be okay. This partnership that I've come into is very lucrative. It's helping me out a lot, and we're doing quite well now. I mean, haven't you noticed how much busier we are lately?
It's true. It is. It has been very crowded both times I came recently.
Oh yes, the treat design ideas from Sacred Hearts Church has been selling like wildfire. It's been great.
What do you think about those treats? Aside from them selling well.
Chocolate's chocolate, no matter what shape it's in. If people are inspired by it and want to buy it, who am I to argue?
Have you tried it?
The chocolate? Oh, sure. We try all of our chocolates before we sell them. We make everything in the back. We heat our chocolate, we temper it, we pour our molds ourselves. Everything's made in house. You know that. So of course we try the chocolate before we make it. I mean, it's our standard recipe. It's just a design mold.
That's weird. Okay. How have your other candies been selling in comparison to the chocolates?
Oh, the chocolates are definitely our biggest seller. Everything else sells okay. I mean, about as much as it has been. Well, for some reason, people seem to like it more. Maybe the chocolate tastes better in the religious shapes. I don't know. And she kind of chuckles at that a little bit.
Is the only thing that they have from the church the chocolates? There's no other things?
Yeah, and it's not just like the church symbol. There's all sorts of religious symbols that they sell now, and it's all one big display. It's actually much more prominent since the last time you came in. And yeah, it's just a big display of different shaped chocolates and religious iconography.
Okay.
Yeah, you did go there yesterday.
Yeah, I guess it was. I just forgot because it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
I say, I'm kind of curious about the mold. Can I see it?
Make another persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, 21.
She says, well, as long as you're willing to wear a hairnet, I don't mind taking you back there.
Sure. I don't say this. I don't want to, but I'll do it for the sake of saying it.
She literally goes over to one of the walls, and there's like boxes of gloves and stuff, and she pulls out a hairnet from one of the boxes and actually hands it to you and puts her hair up in one herself.
Okay.
Once your hairnet is on, she will lead you back into the back. Through a set of double doors, you can see a rather large chocolate processing facility. I don't know if you've ever seen one before, but it's a bunch of stainless steel vats and rolling conveyor belts and all sorts of metal tubes going everywhere that do quite a variety of different functions. If you ever have a chance to tour the Hershey plant, it's actually pretty cool. This is a much smaller version of that. But she does lead you through an area. There's like employees working. They all have masks on and the hair nets and gloves. And some of them are sorting chocolates. Some of them are working different conveyor belts and moving different machinery. There's people walking around with like different ingredients and stuff like that. And you just kind of weave yourselves around them until she leads you over to the back area. In the back area, there is a room that's filled with all sorts of shelves with a bunch of different long metal sheets. She pulls out a couple and shows them to you, and it's basically like an indentation of different shapes that chocolate gets poured into and then hardened, and then they pop them out and decorate them from there.
Are there any runes on the molds?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nat 20 for a 23. Yes, there is a rune on the on one of the molds.
Go!
You're examining it, and you like ask her to hold it, and she gives you one, and you're kind of looking them over. But there in one corner, there is a slight etching that you can see, and there is a rune there.
Is it one I've seen before?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of the ones you've seen so far.
We've seen one from the restaurant.
Yes,
from
you
the
have seen
guy.
this one.
Oh.
Is it what was it, like gluttony or something?
Greed.
Oh,
Ooh.
It is
greed.
the symbol for greed.
That was the rings from the power plant.
Yeah, it was.
Which is probably get that
Okay. Okay, I say, that looks like a nice mold, and I give it back to her.
She slides it back in there. As you're stepping out from the room, your eyes kind of scan about the candy facility, and in the far end, through those double doors that you had first entered through, you see an unmistakable blue hoodie go slipping through that door.
Okay. Hope he was able to do what he needed to.
Just a hoodie floating, no body.
No, you just see like the back shoulders as they're going through the door.
Okay.
You are
Yeah, I
led.
guess-
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I guess I'll walk back to the front of the shop.
Yes, so that's what I was getting ready to say. You are led back through the candy facility and through the double doors to the front again. She says, "Oh, I'm glad you liked it. It's we don't often give tours, but you're such a loyal customer and a good friend. I thought why not?
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, you have a good day, Melody, and if you want to pick up anything, just let one of the girls behind the counter know."
All right, thank you, Nellie.
Stepping away from Nellie, you see that James Ronan is over by the counter. He is currently checking out.
Ooh, I'll walk up to him and I want to see what he's buying.
He's got 2 glass bottles of soda. He hands you one and awkwardly says, "I got you this."
Awkwardly. I say thank you.
And that is it for you. James looks at you and says, "Come on, let's go."
All right, I follow him out.
He is going to hold the door open for you and escort you out of the building. Which is when we're going to turn to our other 3 Magi-Knights. The 3 of you are arriving at the power plant. You had to take public transport to get there. You just got off the bus. And I'm giving you one thing before we end this evening, because it's 8:57. So this is what you're seeing. As you step down off the bus and get on the sidewalk, down about the block away is the power plant. And as you're walking towards it, you see a car coming down the street towards you from the opposite direction. They stop at the entrance to the power company and turn and stop at that front gate where, there's that crossbeam and the guards that are the security guards that sit there in that little building in front of the power plant. One of the security guards come out and walk over to the car. The window rolls down and the security guard talks to the driver. But here's the thing that you notice that makes you pause. On the side of that car is a logo. Guess what logo?
Fucking get him.
Freddy Fish.
Fucking get 'em. That's right. Get 'em development. The logo is on the car. On on the driver's side door.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a owned by sticker on the power plant?
You don't see one, but after a moment of conversation, the security guard nods to the driver. The driver rolls up the window. The security guard walks over to the gate and pushes it open, lifting the arm up, and the car drives into the power company.
Really getting that big bad vibe from those guys, aren't we?
Bad? This is best friend. It's fine.
I'm talking to my brother too much.
And that is where we're going to end things for this evening.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So's the church.
Well done, everybody. You made it through another day here in Loropa City. And you're not dead yet. Gotta love that.
There it is.
Through another day.
That might be the next episode.
No! Ashleyien, no!
We're trying to get into the power plant.
It's fine. You can't fight outsiders during the investigation phase. That's game mechanic.
Thank you. This is the one clue that has been around since the very beginning. Let's not die, please.
We'll die. We just might have to be saved during the patrol phase.
You never know, but we'll find out here in about 2 weeks.
No.
Heck yeah. Well, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks. We got Magi-Knights going into a power plant. We got another Magi-Knight hanging out with a friend watching the news, and another one down at the candy company walking out with her special friend?
Ooh.
I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be crazy. Can't wait to see what happens next. Well, let's go ahead and go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And Damian, you're the one who did the recap, so why don't you go first?
Yeah, my name is Los. I played Damian this evening. You can find me on all the socials under PDX Homebrew. That's it. That's the story. That's all she wrote. It's my birthday tomorrow. Wish me happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Hope
birthday.
you have a good one.
Indeed.
Aisha, you're next.
Hi, I was your Aisha for today. My name is Hana. You can find me everywhere it matters, plus also X online at Destiny Trio INC. This is the only basic thing. You can check out my YouTube if you want to see my real bad Xenogears LP I've been doing. But beyond that, that's all.
Heck yeah. Kat, you're next.
Hello, I'm Ashley and I played Kat, and you can find me here every 2 weeks.
Damn right we can. Salem, you're next.
Hi, I'm John. I played Salem tonight. You can find me here every other Monday and Wednesday. On Monday, I am in the Aether Tech Wars. You can, yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Sky as well at johnpoart.bluesky.social.
Right on. Melody, you're next.
I'm Kira. I'm the assistant creator of Magi-Knights Awakening and the author of the children's book, My Dad the Game Master. You can find both of those and all of our social links by visiting our website, magi-knights.com. Yay! Thank you.
Heck yeah. As always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master and magic keeper here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You can find me every Monday and Wednesday right here playing crazy games with crazy people, having a blast do it. It's always so much fun. You can find me on the socials as @ScruffyWanderer on pretty much everywhere that matters, including everywhere that doesn't matter. You can also find me this Saturday over on All on the Table TTRPG. I'm playing some Pathfinder. I'm playing my favorite Catfolk rogue, Tybal Toldrum. We've only got a few episodes left of that campaign, and I guess we're about to go kill some Elder Gods. It's going to be interesting. So check that out this Saturday at 3:30 Central over on twitch.tv/allonthetable, TTRPG. It's a mouthful. But anyway, go check that out. And if you follow me on the socials, you can find me that way too. Heck yeah. So, on behalf of everyone here in Magi-Knights and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long, good luck, and until next time, may your dreams be infinite. And good night.
Nighty night.
Good night.
99, everybody.